Charlie Herron was born in Derry in, I don't believe this, in 1935 and grew up in the Marlborough area of the city, a stone's throw away from the centre, literally. He began penning short stories in the 1990s for BBC Radio Foyle and has since published 2 novels with Guildhall Press, Macaulays War and The Trouble with Macaulay. He's presently putting the finishing touches to his 3rd novel, Macaulay's Last Stand, which will complete the trilogy in the Macaulay series and will be published by Guildhall Press before long. So, without any further ado, could I please welcome Charlie Herron to the podium.
Thank you very much, Gavin, for those kind words. And thank you, Guildhall Press, for inviting me along to do a little reading and to expose myself. I mean, not literally, but to expose myself a little more.
Please, literally.
I first took up writing some years ago in the 90s when Radio Foyle somehow got wind that I could tell a yarn. And since then, I've been writing short stories. But one particular story that I was asked to write, I was given 2 days' notice, but I do a quick story. So I knew when I was writing it that this was no short story. And it turned out eventually to be a novel. So I had to quickly, very, very quickly, within the next couple of hours, write a short story for Radio Foyle, which I'll tell you about sometime. But that short story became a novel, and it was called Macaulays War. He's all right, Kitty. Look, he's coming round. His eyes are open. God almighty, what happened to Barney? He just fainted, Kitty, but he's all right now. Dickie, Dickie. I could see my dad staring down at me, calling my name. I couldn't say anything. I was paralyzed. I couldn't talk. My lips wouldn't move. My mind could hear the bangs and the plots and see the flashes in the dark and the silhouettes running across the lane. And the dead bee-man, lying on the turnips with a spade in his hand and blood all over him. Thank you very much for listening.
2 obvious questions, Charlie.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
ask in order.
Yeah.
How much of that is autobiographical?
A lot of people ask me that. A lot of people think that I'm the reincarnation of Dickie Macaulay, but I was a very, very, very well brought up child. I never got up to any mischief. I did as I was told. I never committed sins. I just went to confession because everybody else went. And no, I grew up as a normal child.
Charlie, I have debated against you. I'm with you many a time. I know that you can tell tall tales, so we'll take that one again.
Okay.
Any of you in there at all in Dickie Macaulay?
I grew up, as I say, in the Marlborough area where the Dickie Macaulay series is set. And I knew Rosemount very, very well. I knew a lot of the people there. And I knew a lot of policemen, beemen, soldiers who lived all around our area at that time, which was great because we grew up with an attitude that stays with me to this day. I feel I have a great openness with people, no matter what background they come from, as long as they're Catholics.
The editor, quick.
Sorry, it's just as long as they're Protestants and Catholics, Hindus and any other religion as well. And yeah, I suppose as I grew up, I was an observer of people and of my friends. So although the books are fictional, I suppose I get the odd idea from people I knew, the other personality.
Well, finally, can I ask you, you're going to complete the Macaulay trilogy next year.
Yeah.
How does it all end up for him? Does he make it through the mill?
He does. I'm hoping to call it Macaulay's Last Stand. Well, many's a person who had a last stand in the old westerns didn't survive, but I can assure you that Macaulay survives. Not to fight another day, because I think that'll be the end of him as far as I'm concerned. But there is a successful outcome.
To reincarnate himself maybe and write books for Guildhall Press.
It's possible.
That's great. Charlie, thank you very much.
You're welcome.